Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan, and we are back with another one of Stout Gaming's Make It a Double battles. So the last couple battles we've been doing with a Zekrom Groudon team. That's been a lot of fun. I actually put in a couple non-recorded videos with that to climb a bit higher. We're sitting in Great Ball tier now, so hopefully the battles are going to be a bit less one-sided in general. But today we are actually going to be renting a team from someone else instead of one of our made teams. This is a team by James Baek, who finished in third, I believe, in the most recent World Championships. And this team just looks pretty cool. It's got an Araquanid and an Aurorus on it to go along with Necrozma, Arcanine, Yveltal, and Rillaboom. So, I think the basics of this team, it's definitely built for best of one. Like the Rillaboom has Swords Dance to set a Fake Out. It's got access to Protect, the Wide Guard Soak, Araquanid. Just a couple cool tricky things it can do, and then the Arcanine instead of the Incineroar as well. But I think the big star of this team is the Aurorus. Freeze Dry does a lot pretty effectively in this format, and I'm expecting it to put in some work. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the battles. So, diving on into this first match, it's a Palkia Zacian team with Landorus, Ferrothorn, Grimmsnarl, and Regieleki. Yveltal seems pretty good here if we can get rid of that Zacian. Arcanine obviously seems good. I'm not... Oh, actually the Aurorus for the Palkia looks very cool. Rillaboom doesn't look great in this matchup. Neither... Araquanid looks okay, but I think Aurorus is going to be a big star here. So we're going to go ahead and lead with the Necrozma. What moves are on this Arcanine? Does it have Bulldoze if I need it? It does. So we'll lead Necrozma, Arcanine, move on with Yveltal and Aurorus in the back. That should be pretty effective against a lot of their setup. But yeah, this team seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm expecting Freeze Dry to put in some work. It hits two Pokemon on this team quad super effectively, and they look like they're two most likely max options outside of the Regieleki, which could also max. So I'm pretty excited about this. Palkia and Regieleki coming out. Alright. We've got Necrozma, Arcanine. Intimidate's not going to be hugely important here. This team doesn't always need to set Trick Room, but I'm kind of feeling a Trick Room here. I'm not going to lie. I'm never going to have the speed advantage here. I could just try to outbulk them and just start quaking. But I think Trick Room here is actually pretty safe. Because if we go Trick Room and then Protect on the Arcanine, I think we'll be in decent position because I don't think this Palkia has anything that can kill this Necrozma, and I know the Regieleki doesn't. So yeah, let's go ahead and rock with that. Alright. No max from their end. Volt Switch coming on out into the Necrozma, that's fine. That is a lot of damage, but we can live with that. Necrozma's going to be my max option most of the time with this team, I believe, and I don't think that Palkia has anything that can kill it. But Ferrothorn's going to come on out. This is fine. Earth Power into Protect, and we can get Trick Room set up. Now I've got Flamethrower on this Arcanine, which is going to look very nice into this Ferrothorn. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think maxing Necrozma here is fine, and launching Quake into the Palkia. Yeah, that'll give Arcanine a special defense boost to make sure it survives the turn, and then I can Flamethrower the Ferrothorn. That seems fine by me. Now, I'm not getting my weakness policy activated, but I think I'm okay with that. The late game with the Aurorus here is going to be pretty nice, especially if I can get rid of this Ferrothorn early enough. But I do have a Necrozma coming out to max, and we'll just bulk up this Arcanine some. And Necrozma itself is very, very bulky, the Duskmane. So I kind of like my position here. Let's see if he launches a max on his side. He does. Okay, so I expect it to be this Palkia that's going to max. And if he geysers here, it'll be annoying because of weather. But I should survive it. And even though I won't be doing 4 times super effective damage, just double super effective into this Ferrothorn is going to be pretty nice. Just go straight for the body press. Okay, this is a double up into Arcanine. I might have a bit of trouble. But I still think with this max Quake, a +1 special defense, I should survive anything this Palkia throws. This could have been a miscalculation on my part, but we'll see. Oh, Palkia goes for a Wormwind. Okay, we take that all day. We do not take that all day. Never mind. I feel like I should have survived that. I guess I was underestimating Palkia's output there. Okay, that's unfortunate. Now we're in a little bit of trouble because of that Ferrothorn. Let's see. What's going to be our best way to deal with that? It's going to be Yveltal eventually. But I don't know if I want to send out Yveltal now. The Aurorus also just threatens the Palkia very effectively, but it just dies to the Ferrothorn. So we're going to send in the Yveltal first. So yeah, I definitely just underestimated Palkia's output this game, which is going to be a problem for me. But I think here a double up into Ferrothorn makes sense. Actually, a Snarl here makes a lot of sense too. Then double up into Ferrothorn next turn. Yeah, I think that's the play. We'll Snarl the Palkia. Gyro Ball. Okay, so this is like AV Ferrothorn. Okay, this is more of a problem than I thought it would be. This isn't going to do much at all. Wormwind's going to come out again. I don't think I survived that. Actually, I do, because Yveltal is also AV and very bulky. Necrozma's not doing much for us here. In fact, I might switch out Necrozma next turn. Get a Snarl off on the Palkia. Yeah, I think that's actually the play. So we should have, what, 2 turns of Trick Room left? So I think we switch Palkia, or Necrozma for the Aurorus. We'll sack this Yveltal, because it'll just die this turn. We could go for the Oblivion Wing into the Ferrothorn, but I don't like my odds of surviving anything this turn. Yeah, we're in a pretty rough position. Again, it was because I thought I'd be surviving things that I clearly wasn't surviving from that Palkia. Garaball's going to come on out. It'll get the KO here. Here's a geyser we can live with. No, we can't. Okay, yeah. This is pretty bad. So basically we need to see if Life Orb Palkia also makes sense. We gotta see what this Necrozma is able to do. I expect the answer to be not much in this position. But we can always give it a shot. And back to neutral attack. Just launch an Earthquake. Yeah, Palkia Ferrothorn actually makes a lot of sense, because Palkia does protect the Ferrothorn from a lot of the fire types. I guess similar to Kyogre Ferrothorn, but that output from the Palkia was very, very high. I might have to try a Palkia team at some point soon. Body Press comes on out. Launch this Earthquake, see how much we can do to everything. Not nearly enough. Actually, so give us weakness policy, man. Yeah, there's not much we can do here. Because now this Palkia is faster than us. Of course, we click Earthquake here. If I had Protect, I was able to Protect last turn and then get the weakness policy to trigger and then launch Earthquake. I would have had an out. Maybe. But yeah, this... Since I misplayed that Arcanine turn, this game has not been in my favor. So, we're just going to wrap up this battle and go ahead and dive on into the next one. We do get the Palkia KO. Yes, die, fool. But yeah, with Zacian in the back, I really didn't have an out. But if he didn't bring Zacian, I have an out. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into the next battle. So, this one's interesting. We've got the Ice Rider team with the Kyogre, the Porygon, and the Indeedee. Rillaboom to fight terrain is interesting. Ice Rider and Yveltal match up very oddly. Necrozma seems great here. Arcanine seems decent for Intimidate. Aurorus, because of the Kyogre, actually seems pretty good as well. Everything but Araquanid looks good here, I think, and even Araquanid's not that bad. This one's tricky. I think we want to lead with the AV Yveltal. Let's read Yveltal. Araquanid, put Necrozma and Aurorus in the back. I don't know if that's right at all. I really think I probably should have had Rillaboom here, but Aurorus is fun, so we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so let's see what this lead looks like here. Calyrex and Regieleki. So this could do really functionally anything. Okay. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to go for a Electro Web and Glacial Lance, which makes Foul Play into Calyrex look really, really good, and Wide Guard. Now, if he switches into a single target move, I've got some issues. Okay, I've got some issues. Okay, maxing the Regieleki. I have a lot of questions now. But this could actually... Regieleki can probably kill the... I don't know if it can kill either of these if it's special. If it's physical, it can probably kill the Araquanid. Yeah, okay. I don't know if that's physical or special, but... that's a lot of damage. But now I just get to launch this Foul Play into this Calyrex, and I might just pick up a KO here. Focus Sash Calyrex Ice. Okay, I'm semi-familiar with this set, but it'll go straight into the Wide Guard, so that's fine. Let's see. I don't think Aurorus here looks good. Necrozma looks pretty good here. Let's put in the Necrozma. In electric terrain, I don't think Yveltal survives even with AV. Snarl here would be nice, but I kind of need the Yveltal for late game, so we unfortunately just have to sack the Aurorus. And then we can max here, and I think we Quake the Alecki. I mean, that makes about as much sense as anything else. But I think he absolutely lightnings into this Aurora slot. I suppose we could have maxed Yveltal there. And then just gone for an Max Darkness Earthquake. But that doesn't feel like the best thing in the world to me. So instead we're going to max Necrozma. And we will just go for an Earthquake here. Yeah, that's gonna die. And hopefully I just pick up the KO here. That's basically what I'm hoping for. Oh yeah, I pick up the KO here now. That is a fast Ice Rider. Okay, so I know this set then. That's max speed Ice Rider with Focus Sash. Alecki dies, I get my special defense boost. And now I've got the max advantage with a weakness policy Necrozma. The Ice Rider is threatened immediately by whatever I want it to threaten it. And Yveltal can come on out, and I'm down a Pokemon, but I've got 2 more turns of max, and I think that's okay for me. Single Strike Urshifu. Trying to decide if Single Strike Urshifu is a problem. I don't think so, because we Oblivion Wing it. Wicked Blow's not going to tickle. But I need to kill this Calyrex this turn too. Right? Actually, no, what we do here is Snarl. And what does he have in the back? Probably Kyogre. So we Snarl and Max Guard here. Because I need to preserve this HP for this Kyogre. Yep. There we go. Because I didn't want to eat 2 Dark-type attacks from that thing, because it's going to be faster than the Necrozma. And now I can Oblivion Wing it if I want, or I can Snarl down this Kyogre. Because, it's another interesting one. Yveltal eats at least one of these attacks very easily. I don't know if after Snarl damage I eat 2 though. So I think actually here we Oblivion Wing there, and then we just go for the Max Quake and hope that we are able to launch it into this Kyogre. Because this will give Yveltal another +1 special defense. I'll heal up. Okay, we eat that. I think we eat this. We do not. Okay. But Oblivion Wing here is fine. Crit mattered on the 100% crit move. But Oblivion Wing should take this out. Then we've got a 1v1 where I've got healing. With that going first, I want to say that's Scarf Kyogre using Origin Pulse. So, Snarl into Oblivion Wing should be relatively safe. I don't think I just need to go for Oblivion Wing, so I think I Snarl first, then I just start going for Oblivion Wings. Yep. That'll connect, that'll do a chunk, about half. Then after the Snarl, it'll do less than half. So that did 124 about. Then I think I go for a double Oblivion Wing here. Okay, that avoid is huge. I didn't know if I was going to win this late game, but now I feel like I'm definitely favored. Because that double Oblivion Wing doesn't look like it's going to get the KO, but he doesn't get the KO now without a crit. So as long as I can avoid a crit, Oblivion Wing can't miss. And I think it's my... I don't think Foul Play or Sucker Punch picks up the KO here, so let's Oblivion Wing one more time. And then I can go for Sucker Punch if I want to. Unless he crits here, I win. Okay, yeah, I'll win this one, because even if this doesn't KO, it'll definitely be in Sucker Punch range. Let's go ahead and Sucker Punch it, and wrap up this dub. Nice. Alright, so won this one. I guess that just shows off the power of Yveltal. Aurorus has done nothing so far, but we'll see if we can position it better in the future. And we'll be back for the last game of the episode. Alright, last game of the episode. Okay, this looks like Aurorus' dream. He's got the Sun option with Whimsicott as well, so it's a double weather team. Necrozma also looks really... Yveltal looks great. I need to have a better way to deal with Regieleki, because I didn't like the way that I played around it last time. Meaning that I just didn't play around it. I think we lead... Necrozma. Rillaboom seems like a very decent lead here. I don't think Arcanine is great, and I don't think Araquanid is great here. Go Necrozma, Rillaboom. Throw out the Yveltal on the back and the Aurorus. Yeah, I'm not sure about the whole setup here, but feels like it could be pretty good. I'm also really liking the way Yveltal is playing. I've got a couple team ideas with it. Just based on a couple games here. I'd love to pair it with a more powerful fire type restricted. Aleki Ludicolo. I don't know what this lead does. Like, I feel like it just loses to Rillaboom, but we'll find out, I guess. I also feel like I just maxed Necrozma here for... Does he have a good Quake switch in? He could switch in Charizard. That is always true. So instead, let's Rockfall be a lucky spot. And let's just Swords Dance. Yeah, let's Swords Dance. I bet he tries to go for Protect to stop the fake out. Okay, Quake there is free. Should have Quaked. But, well no, I shouldn't have Quaked. Because the Charizard switch in there makes so much sense if he brought it. Because Charizard's got a decent matchup into Necrozma. Quake is the easiest play in the world to see coming in there. Okay, so he goes for the fake out. And he does Volt Switch out. Okay, let's see if he goes into the Charizard. Please be Charizard. Please be Charizard. Please be Charizard. Please be Charizard. The Quake into the Alecki makes so much sense. Please be Charizard. Ah! Okay. We deal with that. Now we definitely Quake, right? Yeah, now we definitely Quake. Because he's got to have Kyogre in the back, so he doesn't have Charizard. I probably should have assumed he didn't have Charizard. But Quake into that slot now makes a bunch of sense. We glide into the Ludicolo. I don't think it picks up the KO, but it might. Let's Quake that slot. Grassy Glide the Ludi. And I think Quake, even without a boost, should. I don't actually know this calc, so it might not pick up the KO. And if it doesn't, it's unfortunate, but Rillaboom should survive anything this turn. Except a double up, and if he doubles up, that means... Okay. Yeah, I might not survive whatever this is, but... Yeah, if it goes for, like, an Ice Beam or something, that's unfortunate, but I expect... It might actually be a double up into Necrozma, which I don't know if I survive, actually. I don't think Zacian carries anything to actually hit this Necrozma very well, but... Good chunk. Behemoth Blade's gonna come on out. So, let's see. If this goes into Necrozma, I mean, this is gonna... No. Okay, I should survive that. I do not. I think I survived that at max HP, so I guess it was probably a roll at that range. But this is okay, right? Yeah, I think this is okay, because I still get this max Quake off. Boost my special defense up. Get rid of the Zacian. Regieleki might still come in here. I kind of want the Aurorus late game. It's a special Regieleki. I think Yveltal and then switch into the Aurorus for weather reasons makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's reset the weather with Aurorus and then just max Quake the Kyogre. That makes tons of sense. Because late game Yveltal should be able to clean up if he doesn't have the weather advantage, and I don't think he will anymore, so let's get this Aurorus in. Obviously, if I could launch some Freeze Dries, that would be amazing, but I don't think so. Aurorus is... This episode is not Aurorus' best showing, I'll put it like that, but... Changing the weather there is huge. Let Aurorus die. Change the weather back, but I'll get another Quake up. And Water Spout's not going to do too much. And the big thing here is that this will stop a lot of Water Spout damage, and now my Yveltal is going to be in great shape, because I think I max guard Necrozma, and then... Well, great shape is subjective, because there's that Alecki in the back, right? I do think I send out the Yveltal here. Part of me wants to just... Oh, I don't have max. I'm out of max. Okay, yeah, this is a bit trickier. Necrozma-Dusk's just going to die, so I Trick Room. And if I get Trick Room up, it's obviously great. Then I think I have to Oblivion Wing this Ludicolo to heal back everything that I'm going to take this turn with Yveltal. Okay, so this might be locked into Water Spout. That's not going to do a huge amount of damage. Necrozma actually survives that. We take that. Who's this Max Geyser targeting? Is it into Yveltal? No. Okay, he does take out the Necrozma. That's correct. But I heal this all up. Yeah, that's definitely Scarf Kyogre. So I think I have to launch a Snarl here. Because there's a very real chance that he switches into that Regieleki, and Snarl's my best bet here. So if I can Snarl into Sucker Punch... No, he just stays in. Okay, that's bold. It's not going to do too much, I don't think. Ah, that's too much. That's too much. I thought that would do less. Okay, what's my out? I don't know if I have an out here, actually. If I'm being honest. Because... Sucker Punch, maybe kill one of them. I think my out is a Mist Hydro Pump into an Oblivion Wing on this thing. And hope that Water Spout doesn't kill. From this range, it should probably kill. Yeah, okay. I didn't have an out. I guess I should have tried Sucker Punching the Kyogre, but no, that wasn't an out. Alright, so a rougher episode this time, but pretty fun team. I'll see if I can get the hang of it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.